To some, the jazz guitar stylings of Django Reinhardt may be considered old, but for a group of students and faculty at Umass Lowell, there's a different metric at play. A concert of early music predating classical symphonic forms was held at Durgan Hall on November 20th, giving audience members a taste of what was popular between 1,000 and 500 years ago.
Well, all music reflects the time that it was made. Medieval music, what has come down to us is primarily sacred music, because we did not have a printing press yet, so everything was being hand copied by monks. We start the Renaissance, 1450, coinciding with the printing press. We follow that with the Baroque era, which we start right at 1600 with the first opera. The piano is in its early stages being developed, and there's the clavichord, but the harpsichord is the instrument of the Baroque.
The piano works by means of a hammer mechanism. Strings are struck. On the harpsichord, the strings are plucked. So in some ways, it's like a mechanized guitar, which is why it has that twangy sound. It's not possible to play a note louder or softer. When we play expressively on the harpsichord, we need to draw on a much different toolbox of techniques in order to create moments of tension or emphasis. Harpsichordists use what we call texture, the way we overhold notes and create balls of sound ringing in the air, or very short, dry soundscapes.
I'm not too sure what it was that first got me interested in the harp. I suspect it's probably my interest in Celtic music. It has kind of an ancient sound, almost a magical sound. I love the simplicity of it, and by that what I mean is that even though it's difficult to play, you don't really have to play it in an incredibly flashy way for it to be impressive. The sound itself does that on its own. Generally, I mean, in listening to older music like this, I know that I, in particular, have always, since a young age, had a fascination with the past. I know for me it's very moving to think that from, you know, somebody wrote this stuff down, you know, centuries ago, and then, you know, hundreds and hundreds and sometimes even thousands of years later, you know, you have someone listening to it. I do think that they kind of get a connection to the past on a more personal level than if you were just reading it out of a history textbook.
When the students here are exposed to it and they join in the concert, they join the early music ensemble, I've heard from many of them that, oh my goodness, this is such beautiful music, I had no idea. So part of my reason for wanting to produce these early music concerts or organize them is to give students the opportunity to learn this music and perform it, because they all have a very positive experience.